Welcome back to Exploring the North, everyone. While we are going to be doing a lot of videos where we head up into the Yorkshire Dales and up into the Lake District, hopefully, on this channel, I also wanted to share a couple of local gems as well, closer to where I live. And one of them is a hidden gem called Bolgrove Park and Nature Reserve. Now, in our recent video when we went to Wycoller, we mentioned you can walk from here all the way through to Wycoller, and that is a really nice walk to do. But there's some history about Bolgrove Park here. It says it was once the site of one of the largest light tanneries in Europe. There's lots of birds to see, lots of wildlife. There's a little lake in the middle of Bolgrove Park. So we'll have a little walk down there now. There's also a cafe called Lakeside Cafe. That's open. There's seats on the pond as well, in the middle, the little lake. So let's go down there and have a look. So here we get our first view of Lakeside Cafe and the little lake in the middle of the park. There's a massive car park, all free. As you'd have seen at the beginning of the video, the parking times are on there. There's also additional parking further down, so there's no shortage of parking, and there's actually a second car park as well. If you park up down the Trawden end of the park, you can get there's a second car park down there. But yeah, so we're getting a little look as to what it's like here. I'll be quiet so you can hear the birds. As we said, we've got the Lakeside Cafe. I'd imagine they'll have a website, so maybe you can check the opening hours for that on there. There's also, like I say, a nature reserve here, but there's lots of picnic benches. And here's a little bit more of an information board for you to zoom in on if you want to read more about the park. All the different routes you can walk. There's a little forest. It's really a lovely hidden gem, really. I'm surprised more people don't know about it, and it's a nice free day out as well. Great spotted woodpecker, as you can see. We pretty much always see a heron here, and there's also a little beach by the river that you can come and play if it's available, and if there's no kids there, it's a nice place to play with the kids. But we'll carry on and have a look. So we're making our way around the lake. I'm just going to try and show you what's here, really, in case you've seen it advertised, or you've heard about the place but you're wondering whether it's worth coming or not. You can definitely spend an afternoon here and have a really nice time. There's areas to play ball games with the kids, which I'll show you again in a minute. Lots to do. Just a reminder, it's called Bolgrove Park and Nature Reserve, and that's in Colne. We've got nice houses up the top there, look. Get a better view of the duck pond from here. You could bring some duck feed so that you and the kids could feed the ducks. As we mentioned, there's also a nice big play park for the kids. There's a zip line over there. I don't know if you can make that out. The village on the top, by the way, that's called Winewall. You could have a walk up through there from here. That takes you towards Wycoller as well. If you walked up through Winewall, you would get to Wycoller Country Park. So it's a really nice base. There's another little car park down at the bottom there. You could probably see that. It's a nice base for walking, for bringing the kids for a day out. And it's free. The parking's free too, currently. I'm not going to guarantee it will always be that way. But I'll just walk around the other side of this park now to show you the river that runs alongside the park. And if you're the kind of person who likes to finish your day off out with a pint or with a drink, there's also the Cotton Tree pub. Yeah, lovely stream / river running alongside the park. We often see birds, like dipper birds, you know, the ones that bounce up and down. Maybe you could tell me the names of those. Is it pied wagtails, or I don't know. I need to up my knowledge of birds. We've seen greenfinches here, bullfinches, chaffinches. There's lots of different birds we've seen at Bolgrove Park. If your dog likes to play around in the river, then there's access points so you can get in and let your dog have a play in the water. Or dig, whatever your dog likes to do. This is Brook, by the way. And as we mentioned, a really nice big picnic area where you can come and play ball games, throw a ball for the dog. Again, all free. Lots of benches. Lots of fun to be had. Lovely in the summer too, but as you can see, lovely all year round. So we've got a lot of snowdrops coming through now, so it's definitely coming into spring now, isn't it? Nice time of year to come, see everything coming back to life. Lots down there as well. So we've made our way down the stream a little bit further. We'll now just take a little look into the woods. Should probably have your walking boots on or your wellies if you're going to come through here. If you follow these paths that snake up to the top, there's bridges you can cross. Yeah. Great area for kids to have fun playing in the woods. And as I say, if you follow those paths up, there's bridges up there, and then you can loop back round to the bottom here. It's interesting, isn't it? We were talking about Wycoller the other day, in Ferndean Manor, out of the book Jane Eyre. I wonder if this is named after that. Ferndean Way. I have actually found out that this path is supposed to lead to Wycoller, and that's why it's called Ferndean Way. So yeah, on the board it says that you can see deer, and my son and I have actually just seen a deer. I managed to get a few seconds, literally just a few seconds of footage on camera, so I'll show you that now. But that was an amazing sight. We were speaking to a local and they said that sometimes they actually just walk across this path in front of you if you're here early morning. So they come across in like groups of 3 or 4. That was amazing. There it is.
Yeah, whenever that one comes, they're both bold.
Definitely worth the trip out to Ballgrove Park today. So yeah, the locals might not be too happy about me giving this little secret away, because a lot of kids do come down here and they play in the river stream. Just yeah, paddling around, little beachy area. Put your blankets down in the summer. Our kids have been out down here many a time in the baking sunshine, having a free play in the river. It's a lovely place to come, especially in summer if you want to enjoy being in the water. But yeah, fun for dogs. Go on then. Follow the path even further along from that little beach we just mentioned over there, and we're headed towards the nature reserve. We've not even reached it yet, but there are as well there's a nice break in the water, a lot of rocks that break the water, and you can climb out onto those, well, if you're brave enough. We don't mind our kids climbing out on there, but we'll show you in a second anyway. Yeah, so this is the break in the water I was talking about. I don't mind our kids going out onto there, especially when it's not wet. Maybe not if it's been raining, gets a bit slippy. Sheep a bit over in the hills. Have you ever heard of this park, Ballgrove Park? I think it's a bit of a hidden gem myself, but what do you think, having seen it? Alright then, so it was originally built to provide water for the old Ballgrove Park tannery, it says, but it's also become a fish pass. That's interesting. I've never noticed this board before. 10 to 15 years of coming here and I've never looked at this one. We've got our Ribble Rivers Trust again that we saw over at our video that we did at Ribchester the other day. I'm sure that was the Ribble Trust as well, wasn't it? So let's carry on to the reserve. So there used to be a wooden viewing platform here, and it was all full of reeds. You could go out and look down into the pond area below, but they seem to have removed that for now. I don't know if it was rotting or something, but there does seem to be work going on in the area, so perhaps they'll reinstate something. But this was what I would have thought was the main part of the nature reserve, but I'm sure it's a work in progress. It just doesn't have its former glory at the minute. But what we'll do, we'll carry on towards Wycoller now, because I'll just show you, if you carry on this path, it does actually just take you through to Wycoller. It's quite a trek, and you have to cross a couple of roads to get there, but it does take you all the way there. But there is a couple of bridges as well that you have to cross, so I'll show you those. There are a few steps here. This path, like I say, you carry on, it takes you all the way through to the road going over to Haworth, then you cross that road and it takes you all the way through to Wycoller then. We will actually just head up here because the horses are playing around up the top, but you might like to see that. So as we say, if you follow this path on, it'll take you all the way to Wycoller, cross a couple of roads, but you'll get there. But we're now going to head back over the bridge towards the car. We've seen deer today, we've seen horses. We're going to try and find the heron now. Sadly, we haven't spotted it yet, but we're going to try. But thanks for watching. Do subscribe to the channel, hit the like button if it's helped you out, and join us for more videos across the north of England, exploring some of the best places local to me, but further afield, Lake District, Northumberland, all these places. Thanks for watching, and bye for now.